prediction for 2020. Now, as I shuffle, we're going to connect to Sagittarius and Capricorn. Well, we're going to start with Sagittarian first. And let's see what is your prediction that you give insight for August. And let's see what's going to go on in Sagittarius for August. And I was guided to pull from another deck of a galactic being that this card set goes to. Artists that have created these beings. And I was guided to pull that for Sagittarius and Capricorn. So let's see what's going on with Sagittarius for August. We've got 4 cards here. And the first card we have is the King. He is basically looking at the coin here. And he is you're really thinking about changing your ideas, really looking at where your money is brought into you. You have really focused a lot in your head. You are trying to keep it very clean. You're looking way down in the future, way past this new year coming up, way further down for 2021. You're still doing a lot of growth. You've done a lot of work on yourself. You ground yourself quite a bit. And you just focusing on all of these to create. You have your foundation in the background of your house, and if you don't have one yet, you are getting pretty close to it on some of you, because this reading is for a lot of energies that are put into it. Of course, if you just did your reading only, then it would give more details. So what I do is I look at the cards and I look at the symbols that talk to me and tell me what's going on. You have a lot of strength within you. You pull that out from the center all the way up, keeping your chakras balanced and staying on top of that. You've got new ideas coming through, so pay attention to those signs. Sometimes they're kind of hidden from you at times because you're not aware of them. They don't hide them, you don't see them. Then we have the Queen of Cups. So we've got the King and the Queen both, but one's looking at the cup and one's looking at the coin, actually. And so she is facing toward the King, and the reason is that it's saying keeping your emotions in check, making sure that you look at your tools that you have already learned, but basically using some of those tools, as she's pointing this way, use those tools to help you look further down the line of 2021. Now, this one is really, giving you insight for this. You have several tools in hand. Some of them are energy, some of them are healing, some are just meditating, some is spiritual aspect. Those are the different tools I'm seeing. Of course, you both got the crown, so you're really making sure that your conscious and subconscious are not getting involved with all of this. You're going more via energy field, tapping in, and ocean, I'm seeing, helps a lot with you. It's a really energy igniter for you to keep you going and going forward. Let's see if there's anything else that's saying. Okay, so basically there's a lot of strong will and strength going on with these two working together. So keeping out of your mind, using the tools that you have. And then you got quite a bit of different 4 cards that are pretty unique. Then you have the next one, which is basically you have messages to tell other people. These other people that you talk to, either they're currently already or coming up in August, there's a key to them, listening to them and seeing the insight that they give you. But you also have messages for them, and in return they have messages for you. You are using, if you're not using it now, you're using the mantra symbols for your hands. If you're not using, some of you are using it and some of you aren't. If you're not using it, then you would want to look those up and use those, because what they do is they help you with your energy by putting the fingers together and doing the mantra fingers and holding them together and creating that energy field that goes up and down your body. Of course, you have another crown, which you got 3 crowns going on. So this is really you focusing your mind, your conscious and subconscious. You're doing very well at cleaning that area out. This is the time to do it. You know that. And so you can be out talking in front of people, giving them messages that they need to hear. It's almost like you're doing the channeling for Sagittarius. Now, even though that the water is very calm in this one, you are exchanging the energy fields with the cup. Here's another, this is 4 crowns. I just saw another crown. So there's 4 crowns going on. Your vibration is going more of the angel rims, but it's saying be cautious of what rim you're going into. You need to double check to make sure that those angel rims are for your highest best, and that they're not confusing you on the task at hand. That doesn't mean that there's bad angels. It just means that you want to check and see if they're for your highest best. So you would ask that question to connect more. You even got the triangle at the heart. This is getting your energy flowing. And if you're working on your heart chakra and you're getting that energy flow, it's saying that instead of going upward, you need to go downward, which is downward into Mother Earth. Mother Earth, that's not meaning that the energy's lower. It's just that if you tap into Mother Earth, you will find that space that you're looking for in your heart chakra. And, you know, not having half and half and exchanging. You don't need to exchange with others. It's not necessary. You can keep that energy still within your body, and you can still relate the messages that you need to that comes to you. If you're uneasy about doing the messages, then I would say write it down in a journal and keep track of it, and then eventually you'll start getting comfortable on some of y'all that are Sagittarius. Okay, so that's a really good fast reading for this 4. So if you want any more detail, just check us out at lifeforchange.com. Thank you so much, Sagittarius. Now we're going to move on to Capricorn, and we want to see what Capricorn has for August. So what do we see for you, Capricorn? We'll get you up there. And of course we have higher galactic beings that have come through. And so we're going to pull out 4 cards. And I'm going to read the 4 cards that come up to give you that information. So here we go. We have the magic one. It's basically, you got the 8 symbol on top, focusing on, if you haven't been, but focusing on your crown. It's not really your crown, but it's above your crown, that energy field that's above you. That basically is tapping into your intuitive. Some of you are working on it. Some of you have been working on it and being able to connect it. So your key word is, once you connect with that or open that more as you're working on it, I'm hearing the 7th dimension that you want to connect with that, so that you can draw in more energy into from there all the way down to the 1st dimension, which is the center of the earth. So that's the information that you need to know. You do have all the tools at hand, and you're working with quite a bit. You're working quite a bit with your gifts and psychic. It's also showing the snake right around your belly button. So it's saying that you need to open up this chakra so that you can balance these out more. I'm hearing that there's some traumas that you need to look at for and to tap into and unlock those. Basically, either Life for Change, we can help you with that, unlock those traumas by connecting you to those, or you can connect it to yourself and then ask Creator to pull, cancel, delete, send it to the white light, and replace it for your highest best. Very simple and easy method. We have all the growth and new growth that you're focusing on. This is all the future of the growth that's being prepared, and this is what you're working on now. Now, as we go into the next stage, you've got 4 cups. You've been working on the 3 ideas and goals that have been going on, but the new one that has came in has concerned you. You not quite know what to do with it. So my guidance for you on this is to basically use your energy field, balance yourself out, and allow the flow to come through. Meditating, doing energy work on yourself and your body will help you line you up with that energy. You're not used to this new idea, and that's okay, because there's a lot of new energy going in and old energy coming out of the universe and around us. So basically, if you work on healing or lining up your energy by meditating more, this one will come clearly for you. Now we have the Ace of Wands, which the Ace of Wands is basically really focusing on that one thing intact. These two work together. They're both the same ideas. Once you understand this one, you'll start to see the growth of it. But as the leaves are falling down, you're also going to allow yourself of your subconscious beliefs and conscious beliefs, more so in your subconscious, of the thoughts and beliefs that you've had about it. You have been trained by this over in the past, of people that have guided you in your way, and now it's time for you to let that go. So the emotions are sitting really low. You're not having as much emotions. It's more of hearing those thoughts, like for instance, like I'm not good enough. You need to allow those and cut those cords. All you have to do is visualize the cord attached to that thought and belief, cut it, set it free to the white light, and replace it with a new one. And you want to be careful of what new one you place with. So really think about it before you cut those cords, and make sure you have the new one that will set you up for that goal that goes for there. Now we have the Page of Cups. You have quite a bit of cups going on through this whole thing, even though that we have the wand in between, which is okay. So as you're doing the Page of Cups, you're studying this, and this is further down in the end of August. Once this new idea comes in, you're really going to cut cord with it, and you're going to understand it really so. It's going to flow through you more, as I can see the energy behind you. It's going to set you up for the future that's coming through the end of this year, and it's possibly going into the beginning of 2021. So these are really things that you can focus on and understand. So these have really good ideas and gifts, insight for you for August. So if you find that you want more, or this is enough, that's okay. And if you want more of a detail, visit us at lifeforchange.com. And not only do we work with card readings, we work with energy fields, we work with your psychic abilities, and opening up the channels that you need to have within your life. So thank you so much. I'm glad you joined me, and have a wonderful rest of the month. Thank you.